If you're bullish on the euro, I need you to stop and watch this video because I'm going to show you across multiple time frames why the rally that we're seeing here on Monday could be a trap and what exactly you can do about it. So my name is Justin Bennett, full-time trader and founder of Daily Price Action. As always, all of this is my opinion only and not financial advice. So let's look at the EURUSD. In this video, I'm going to go through multiple time frames. We are going to start here on the daily chart, walk through what's happening in terms of SMC market structure. We will then go to the hourly, the 4-hour time frame. I'll show you what happened on Friday because that's also key for this week. And then lastly, I'm going to show you a little trick that you can use this week in your trading that's going to help you immensely. So the very first thing is that we have here the structure over the past really year or so. So going back to June of last year, you can see where we had the euro moving higher back here in 2025. And this price action through here, even though it was mostly sideways, what's happened over the past few months is very telling for this market. Because what you can see here is that this high back here, we had the market close above here, no question about that. Then this low back here, this was the external low following this BOS up here. And this external low got taken out right here. Okay, so you essentially had the market moving up, making higher highs and higher lows. It broke above this high right here. And then this low, this external low, failed. So this gave us a bearish change of character. This was the first time we've seen this on the EURUSD daily time frame since 2024. So this right here is kind of driving what we're getting so far, at least for me, in terms of the context here for the euro over the past few days. So what I mentioned at the start of last week was that if we were going to get the market reversing, and this was before we even came up here, what I said there is, even when we were back here, I said if we were going to get a reversal, this area around 118 is where I'd be watching for a couple of reasons. First of all, you can see we had an open gap back here that has now been filled. We also had this imbalance, which has now been mitigated. And we also have the top of this channel, which at the time was speculative. But as you can see from Thursday and Friday of last week, we did get a potential reversal candle here forming on Friday. Okay, now this is supported by the 1-hour time frame as well, where if we go in here to the 1-hour chart, and by the way, if this is confusing as far as SMC market structure and how to trade this, check out the link right here on the screen. That is going to give you a free SMC course that you won't find here on YouTube. That's going to walk you through my exact SMC strategy that I use to trade full time. So check that out here on the screen. Beyond that, you will have a chance to join us in Discord. But at minimum, check out the link, check out that course because it does show you how I use SMC and it is completely free. So with the euro on the 1-hour time frame, let's talk about what happened on Friday because this is also key. So this area up here is the area that we just looked at on the daily time frame. Okay, so this is the 1-hour chart now. And one other thing I'm going to show you too is let's go to a 4-hour first before we talk about the 1-hour. And I will show you that right now, okay, as of Friday, we were in premium. And right now we technically still are. So this is critical because if you're looking for shorts in a market, okay, following the change of character on the daily, which we got back here, then you want to look for shorts in premium because you want to short high and long low. So this back here was the open gap. We had the mitigation of this imbalance. We have the market now in premium. So everything is here for a potential short setup. And now we have the 1-hour time frame giving us that change of character. So on the 1-hour chart, you can see the back here, same concept. We had the close above this high back here. We then had this high. We had the close above, giving us this as the external low. And on Friday, we did close below here with a few 1-hour closes on Monday with that gap down as well. Now, the one question here, or the one caveat I should say with this is if you look at these lows right here where we're marking off a change of character, the question is, this low right here is very shallow in terms of this move. Okay, so in terms of this low down here, up here to the high, these lows right here are pretty shallow. We also had an imbalance back here, which you can see was mitigated with that Monday gap down. So the question is this right here a valid change of character to the point where we're going to get a top in place here for the euro? Or was this just the market giving us a new low, a new swing low before we get higher prices? And that's the part that we don't know. However, at the same time, like I said back here, on the daily chart, you can see where we do have that change of character down here. We're also in premium. And you can also see where the 1-hour time frame, at least speculatively right now, we do have the change of character here on the 1-hour chart. So the way that I'm approaching this, and just, full transparency, guys, I have not traded this yet. Okay, so this move right here, this is where a lot of traders will see this right here. And then they get the market rallying like this early in the week, and they think that this is now off the table and that any bearish analysis was wrong, okay? And what's happening here with the euro so far is that on Friday, you can see this move here on the 1-hour time frame. Notice these candles right back here. This candle and this candle specifically. Okay, so all of this up here is an imbalance for this market. And you can see that too when we take this high right back here. And if we draw our fibs once again from the high down here to the low, you can see where this level right here that was tapped today on Monday is the 50%. Now, OTE for this, look where this comes in with regard to those two candles. So in my opinion, if you're looking for shorts here, in my opinion, not financial advice, but what I'd be looking for and what I'm looking for is a move up here above 1.18. Ideally, we get this area up here, we get this imbalance mitigated here, and then we get a lower time frame change of character to signal a potential top. Okay, so the way that would look is, let me just kind of, lay this out for you guys. So on the one hand, we have the daily bearish change of character over here. Okay. We also then have a 1 hour possible change of character from Friday and again on Monday. And then on top of that, what you're doing is on the 5-minute time frame, notice how right now what we're doing is giving these break of structures. Okay. So the market is in rally mode here on the 5-minute chart. So once again, same exact concept. Now this up here, this dark green area right up here, okay, this is going to be OTE based on that hourly range that we just looked at. So ideally, we see the 5-minute time frame come up here into this region. And then from here, we get a lower time frame change of character to signal that the top is in place. So all we're doing is the same exact concept, the same exact SMC market structure concept across multiple time frames. Okay, and that's how you can get really high probability setups, even when a market is indecisive like this with everything going on in the Middle East. All right, so that's what I'm watching here now on the euro. Specifically, if we look at the hourly time frame, again, if this is going to be a change of character that we got on Friday into Monday, then this is the area I'm eyeing, this imbalance right back here. However, the confirmation here for the euro is going to be that lower time frame change of character on something like the 5-minute or 15-minute time frame to identify that a near-term top is in place. Now, if we get that, okay, let's talk about targets here quickly, because if we get the setup coming up here into this area, giving us that lower time frame change of character, then what are we targeting here for the euro? Okay, so if we look at the 4-hour time frame, you can see what happened back here on this move up. Okay, so remember that this back here on the daily chart, this was that bearish change of character. Now on the 4-hour time frame, we have had a bullish change of character on a move above this high back here. So the thing that we don't know with the euro right now is if we were to get a confirmed top up here. Okay, so in this area, right? If the market were to confirm that this is a short-term top, the question is, do we get the move down here, okay, below this low into this imbalance back here based on this change of character, okay, followed by some consolidation down here and then possibly a higher low, or does this ultimately just fail for a move back here toward the lows? And this comes back to you have to trade what is on the chart, not what you want to happen. So what tends to happen with traders is even if we get the setup up here, right, and you nail this short, if you get this short setup, what tends to happen is all of a sudden traders have targets of these lows or lower. And then if you get the move down here into this pocket and the market then reverses from here, even if you don't come up here and take out this high, right? Even if you just get this right here, then traders who were shorting up here panic, okay, they get out only for the market to do this and continue lower. So at the risk of getting too far ahead of myself here, my point is that we don't know if this right here is going to be a reversal down here toward this imbalance, okay, followed by a higher low, or if this is going to be the top. So because we don't know that, it's important to have a plan in place to take partial profits. Okay, in my opinion, it's best to just take partial profits down here if we get it, if we do get the confirmed short, which again, we don't have that just yet. But if we do get it, this would be the first target down here in this region, followed by, second targets, possibly these lows down here or even lower, as I've discussed with members in Discord. Okay, so, a decent amount of real estate here to play with if we do get the confirmed setup. But again, I think for the euro, what this comes down to now, given the fact that we are just rallying here on the 5-minute time frame, and we do have this imbalance back here from Friday. So basically between 118 all the way up to about 1.182, this 20, maybe 25 pip window, this, in my opinion, this is the area up here to watch for that lower time frame change of character. Now, if we were to get the lower time frame change of character through here, as I'm making this video in this area, then so be it, right? That's also a short setup for a move down there toward 116. So either way, if we get the 5-minute change of character from here, or from up here. Either way, for me, guys, that is going to be a potential short setup. So that's it for today's video. Keep it locked in here. Subscribe to the channel. Also check out this video right here where I walk you through how to use fair value gaps to improve your trading. Until next time, I will talk to you again tomorrow.